All of us getting together, everybody having an equal opportunity voice at the table, to me, that's finding the better way of doing what we do in this market, high-end luxury homes.
So the 4C group is not a group of architects, a group of interior designers, and a group of construction professionals. It's a group of all of them together working in harmony, which is what makes us different than everyone else.
The 4C group design process, we try and make it easy. And the way we do that is by being super methodical, super organized, and we keep it fun, which to me is the best job in the world.
We're fortune tellers.
Because when you can bring in the designer and the contractor together, you can actually really get to a place where you're able to forecast what the end result's going to be. By being fully vertically integrated, by being truly collaborative, allows us to do it. We can help clients understand costs throughout the entire design process.
Three-letter word, wow. I mean, that's really, if I can get that out of anybody, if we want to put it down to the smallest bit, it's wow, right? We provide wow.
When a stone wall makes its way outside, it very much has to work with the interiors, with the scheme. The 4 C's stand for the 4 corners of the table, with architecture, interior design, construction, and most importantly, the client. They definitely have a voice and a seat at the table, and in fact, that's where the 4C design process starts, is with the client. We want to hear what the owner wants, we want to see everything that site has to offer. We put those together and start sketching. We are looking at floor plans, but actually it's being built in 3D in real time.
We are artists, and we are artisans coming together, which ultimately provides the client with the best experience.
When Solim called me and said, hey, what do you think about this idea of this true harmonized collaboration all under one roof? I was like, yeah, it's about time. Let's do this.
Well, cool. So I'm Solim Gasparik. I'm the co-founder and chief visionary officer for the 4C Design Group. I want to say thanks to Paul. He helped put that video together and edit it for us. And who is the 4C Group? We are a highly collaborative group of architects, interior designers, and construction specialists. What do? We do high-end luxury homes. We start with the owner's dream, and we take it all the way through the end of construction. Who do we do it for? We do it for homeowners, investors, and developers. Kind of the goal for this presentation is not only, hey, I want to get you kind of pumped up about the Park City market because I love Park City, kind of show off some of the big developments in Park City, and then kind of give you a little insight into what 4C does and how we believe we're leaders in that marketplace. So I know a lot of you actually have homes in Park City and lived in Park City, but just a brief history. Park City originally was founded as a mining town back in the 1800s, kind of mining town, now to boom town. Right now, I believe Park City offers significant growth opportunities for the owners and investors. Quick map overview of Park City. This is a little older one right now. So you have Deer Valley over here, Park City, and the canyons, which probably know now Park City and the canyons is all combined into one large ski resort. And now Deer Valley is also going to be doubling in size pretty soon. So we have some pretty massive ski areas in the area. Below are there's over probably 20 high-end communities up in the Park City area. These are just some of the ones that we're currently doing work in. Kind of give you a comparison for value and why I think we're seeing a large growth come to Park City. I'm not an expert in these other areas, so some of these stats are just taken online, but from our clients, we kind of know these are true. So Aspen, we have homes selling $2,500 a square foot. Vel, $1,100 foot. Jackson Hole, $1,400 foot. Park City, we're still in that $800 square foot range. So still a great value and opportunity. Where is everybody coming from that's coming to Park City? Well, it's all you guys in this room from Orange County, apparently. So So I mean, probably 50% of our clientele is from Orange County. We're seeing a lot of clients coming from Texas, Chicago, Florida, New York, New Jersey. Obviously, this is the big news that just got released this year. 2034 Olympics. As we saw from the 2002 Olympics, that provided a huge economic boom. I think the next one, this is going to be even better. Tourism and hospitality. You know, what we like to say in Park City is everybody comes to Park City for the winter, but they end up staying for the summer. We have over 12 ski resorts in the local, 12 golf communities in the local area. You know, there's over 500 miles of mountain bike trails. You know, there's 5 national parks. It's almost unlimited summer activities. So we're seeing a lot of people come, especially from, you know, the Texas, Florida area coming. They're really coming for the summers, not necessarily the winter. All right, so one of the first communities I kind of want to highlight is Promontory. This is kind of the gorilla of communities in Park City. It's 7,200 acres. It's got just over 1,900 home sites, about 1,300 sold. Average price home, and there's about $800 a foot. The interesting thing about that is there's only about 900 homes built currently in Promontory. So it's really at that 50-yard line. So a lot of room and potential and opportunity for growth there. We started working there about 20 years ago, and just kind of give you a few little stories about Park City and what we do there. So one of the big things in Park City and what we do with residential architecture is we have to deal with the homeowners and a DRC community with very strict design guidelines. So back in 2005, when we first started doing work in Promontory, almost all the homes were kind of a traditional mountain style architecture. Well, we had a client come in from New York about 10 years ago, and he wanted to push the envelope. He wanted a very high level modern design, kind of New York style, clean house. So because we had such a great relationship with Promontory, we were able to kind of push the boundaries and get this home that I would say is pretty contemporary. It's kind of become one of our signature homes in Promontory, able to get that passed. Some interiors. So coming up to speed and where we believe 4C can add a lot of value is, you saw that stat, $870 a square foot is kind of the average price in Promontory. Well, this house we just completed, it was completed about 2 months ago, put it on the market, sold in 3 days. It not only set the record for the highest sale in Promontory at $14.8 million, but it also sold per square foot at like just over $1,400 a foot. So. This is an overall map of Promontory with all the 1,900 lots. So Promontory came to us because we've had such a long-term relationship, and they're doing this par 3 golf course here. And so they each have all these little subdivisions inside there. And they asked us to design a developer product on these 42 lots surrounding the par 3 golf course. And so we're going to developer, that's one thing that we do in these different developments, and help them come up with 6 floor plans that they're able to leverage as developer product in and around the golf course. All right. This is a new one of my favorite communities that's coming online in Park City. I don't know if anybody knows about it, but it's the Marcella community. What's super interesting about it, it's got ski in, ski out, lots on the Deer Valley Mountain. It's got this 20,000 square foot private clubhouse for members only. They're only going to be doing 500 memberships in this development, so it's going to have the ski access, ski lodge. They're also doing a Tiger Woods course across the Jordanelle Lake, which is going to be phenomenal. And then they're also going to have an additional 18-hole golf course and then a par 3 course. That's going to be the Tiger Woods course. You're also going to have a boat club over on Deer Creek, which is kind of a unique amenity. So one of the challenges with when a developer is starting a big new development is you guys come as buyers, and you really have no vision on what is the community, what's this development going to be. Well, when they release lots, there's always what we call the AA plus lots. Those ones sell easy, sell for big dollars, but there's always challenging lots inside the development. Well, because of what we do in Park City, and we've had a long-term success of designing homes there, Marcella came to us and asked us to design and build a spec house on one of these challenging lots. Has a massive ski retaining wall behind it. Well, we were so successful in what we do by putting it on this. We usually go drone the site. We build a 3D model, put on there. We can do like a fly around of that. Well, just after we'd finished conceptual and then schematic design on this, they were able to sell that lot before they even had to build it. So now we're on to the next one with them. So that's one of the services that we offer for developers. Pretty cool. You can see the gondola right there. Another issue is, early on in development, so this is the Marcella golf side of the property. It's the whole other lot. So there's going to be 500 lots there, and they have such a high demand because of they're only going to release 500 memberships that there's a waiting list to purchase lots. So it becomes a lottery system. So what happens is owners come to us and like, hey, I want to buy a lot, but I have no idea. I'm only going to have 48 hours, 72 hours to make this purchase. Well, what we're able to do is we're able to work with the developer. They can kind of give us this KMZ file. We can overlay it on Google Earth and study all the different potential lot options that are available. And then we work with the client designing conceptual floor plans on their dream. Now, we know it's going to change, you can manipulate, but the idea is to get with the owner and kind of come up with a concept that we know is going to fit within the constraints of the lots that are being offered. And that way, when the lots come online, we can say, hey, we believe this, we can give them a list of their top 3 options, 4 options, so they can feel confident in their purchase. And this one's even cool using Google Earth. We're able to kind of place a house on the site and even give the owner a conceptual view of what they might see out their house. This is the Colony. I don't know how much people know about the Colony, but Colony's a much smaller development in Park City. It's been around a long time. The unique thing about the Colony is it's all within the Park City ski resort. It's only 274 lots, but almost all lots have great ski in, ski out access. And in this community, since it's kind of much more mature, there's only about 30 lots left. Well, we had a private investor come to us, and he went in and purchased 12 lots and wants to do spec houses. So some of the challenging things that come along with spec houses, A, you have to have diversity in design. You want to be starting design. You actually want to put the house under contract and get it sold prior to completion so that we're always able to roll through these houses. Let's get through this. So we've had 5 successful out of those 12 already, 5 successful. Everyone getting better and better, starting at about 13 million for the first sell, all the way up to 19 million. And what we're able to do is we're able to design it, like I said, put it on the site, drone it so that the sales team, we can give them these assets and they're able to go actually sell these products prior to the house being complete. So to give you an example, I just barely put this one in here so just last week, this is the one that they just put on the market. We have all 3D assets, but this house just went under contract for $25 million, and this is the stage that the house is in. So happy client, keeps us going. We get to keep moving on in the process. So that's a success that we do with investors. All right, Tuhei. This is another great, this is going to be the kind of the last one I talk about. The interesting thing about Tuhei, it's a little smaller. I think it's just about, to check my notes, just under 700 home sites, only 225 completed homes, so there's still a lot to do. Great views. They have a tower club, so they also have ski access at Deer Valley. Views of the reservoir. So one of the things about Tuhei that's interesting is very strict design guidelines. They want to keep a consistent look throughout the development. So there's not like in that Promontory photo where they're really trying to push and evolve with kind of what the clients want. They want to keep a consistent aesthetic throughout there. So the challenging part is we kind of have to design within a very tight constraints of their design guidelines. This house is interesting because there's always height issues when involved in 2A, and we have to make sure that the house never crosses the ridgeline. So we have to produce lots of studies showing that. And this a lot more that goes into it than this photo, but you can see how the house sits below the ridgeline. But the unique thing about this house is this entire house, and this goes around to what we do with working with the client, is the whole house was designed around this 40-foot lap pool for her dogs to swim in. So it's her dog swimming pool, right? So, so it's what makes it fun, right? Let's see here. So in ending, one of our core beliefs is luxury created around you. With the 2034 Olympics coming and over 20 high-end developments in the Park City area, we believe Park City is poised for significant growth and opportunity. And these opportunities exist whether you're a homeowner, an investor, or a developer. And then 4C is here to provide that luxury client experience. Thanks.